everyone, welcome to my channel. I am so excited to do the topic today. It has been on my heart to give you some affirmations. Listen, y'all, there's just a lot of racism that's taking place in the places that we work, especially as women of color. I just want to go ahead and give you 5 affirmations that will hopefully encourage you as you are going through your storm, as you are waking up every day, having to go to work, needing to put food on the table, but experiencing something you did not sign up for, which is racism. Let's go. The first thing is that you are enough. Embrace that. God has made you enough. You are wonderfully and fearfully made, okay? You are enough. Stop believing the lies that you are not enough, that you are lacking, that you are inexperienced, that you are not a good fit. You are enough. You are enough. The second, don't push through your pain. I want to affirm that you do not have to push through your pain. This is something that we've been taught, specifically as women of color. Don't push through your pain. Don't. Instead, I want to affirm the beauty in taking a pause when you need to. I want to affirm the fact that we are not God, and therefore we don't have to carry the weight of this world. Don't push through your pain. If you are emotionally not okay, if you are physically not okay, don't say, oh, well, I know what my pain threshold is. I can make it through this. No. Love yourself. Love yourself. Don't push through your pain. The third affirmation is that God sees you. Even though your coworkers, even though your boss, even though the higher ups may not see you, God sees you. That should encourage you. I know when I was going through a lot of the different testimonies that I've shared, it was hard. And I felt alone and I felt isolated. And part of me was like, Lord, do you see the crap that I'm going through? Do you see the injustice that I've been exposed to? Do you see the racism that I am being forced to endure day in and day out by no fault of my own? What helped me was having the encouragement of knowing that God sees me. And when I prayed those prayers, I got affirmation and confirmation from God that He saw me. There would be different scriptures He would give me. There would be different ways He would move people out of my way, that He would correct people when He needed to. Just be affirmed. If you are going through this and you are watching this, God sees you, even though your coworkers may not see you. They may not fully appreciate or respect you. They may not look at you as the image bearer of God who you are. Your boss may not give you that promotion. Your boss may be talking down to you and may not be fully seeing you as the leader, the capable leader who you currently are. Not who you might be, but who you currently are, because God has equipped you to be. Just because these people don't see you, it don't mean that God doesn't see you. God sees you. Be affirmed in that. The fourth affirmation is I want to affirm you embracing freedom. God has given you freedom. Do not be in bondage to what people are saying and to what people are thinking and to people's comfort. A lot of the times they're going to say, hey, you're speaking up too much. Hey, you're making me feel uncomfortable. Okay. I'm going to stand on God's truth, and I'm also going to stand on the fact that racism is wrong. And if I see it, I'm going to call it out. And if that makes you feel uncomfortable, I can't do anything about that. Because I know the person who God's called me to be, and I'm not going to be in people's bondage and worrying about what you're thinking. Because I'm affirmed in the freedom that God's given me. And man can't give me freedom, but God can. So I'm affirmed in the fact that I don't need to make you feel comfortable. Don't be worried about people judging you. Don't be worried about tiptoeing around people because you might offend them by calling out racism. Walk into the freedom that God has given you. Don't be in bondage to people bondage and trying to please people and make them feel comfortable around you. That is not your job. That is not your job. That is not your job. The last affirmation is what you're feeling, how you are analyzing what you are going through in your workspace. It's true. You are going through that. You are not going crazy. Your feelings, your experiences are valid. You're feeling excluded, you're feeling marginalized, you're feeling silenced, you're feeling forced to fit and conform into white dominant culture. Much more things I know you've experienced as a result of racism in the workspace. What you are feeling is valid, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't tell yourself and don't ask yourself, hey, am I going crazy? I see this, but not everyone else sees it. No, you are not going crazy. What you are experiencing, how you are analyzing the situation. If you're wondering if what you're going through is racism, as a person of color, as a woman of color in the workspace, if you're feeling like that, chances are it's true. What you are experiencing is valid. Don't let anyone question otherwise. Okay, those were my 5 affirmations. My prayer is that you embrace them, that they bless you. Heck, watch them over again. I know I have to tell myself that. Just the importance of telling myself, hey, I'm enough. I know that God's made me. I'm walking in my calling, right? I know that when I sense that I'm experiencing racism, I am, and I'm not gonna allow other people to tell me otherwise, right? I'm telling myself, hey, I need to slow down. I don't need to overburden myself. I don't need to push through my pain. These are all the things, all the struggles that as women of color we're experiencing on the day-to-day. So I just want to affirm all of these things to you. Be encouraged. You are not alone. God is always with you. And regardless of who sees you in your workspace, your coworkers, your boss, God sees you. Walk in that freedom, walk in the calling that God's given you, and be affirmed that what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, how you're analyzing that is all valid. Until next time.